Welcome to Boho Yoga's virtual practice series. This is Dance into Your Day with Rose Schneider, Yoga from the Farm. We'll begin today on the back body. Please find a moment to be comfortable. Find any support you may need, and then commit the weight of the body to the ground. Allow the bones to shift and settle. Soften the tissue from the bone. Just letting the weight of the body drop. Welcome in a round of deep and full breath. Through your exhale, drop the weight of the body into the support beneath you. As your body relaxes, let your senses arise and open. Observe the feeling of air on the skin, of ground underneath the back body. Keep moving your breath, and then as you're ready, stretch the arms back behind you. Inhale, relax, and then exhale, find a full body stretch. Inhale, relaxing, and then exhale, full body stretch. Keeping the flesh of the face soft, draw now the knees wide towards you and explore some rock through the hips. We'll get into the hips and the legs for a moment here, catching a hold of the big toes and then drawing the feet together. Perhaps you begin to explore here some variations on Happy Baby, straightening one leg and then the other. Keep the breath free flowing. And then as you're ready, we'll contemplate coming up to a seat, keeping the bind of the toes. Breathe in, take your legs back behind you, and then as you exhale, rock up to a seat. Lift the heart, and then settle the feet up underneath you. Find a comfortable cross-legged position, or you can extend your legs out long if the knees prefer. Allow the hips and legs to settle. Shift the weight around till you feel comfortable in your seat. Capable of growing tall, reaching the crown into the space above you, and feeling the expansiveness of your heart center. As you inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Right hand comes behind, left hand to the left knee, twisting to the right now. Breathe in deeply. Reach the crown into the space above it. As you exhale, find the breadth of your collarbones. Keep breathing here, exploring the twist, creating length through the axis of the spine. It may be helpful to turn the gaze a little bit as well. Release from the twist. Pause for a moment. Feel the effects of your work. Again, inhale. Arms reach up. Exhale, left hand behind you now, right hand to the right knee. Keep seeking that sense of spaciousness through the body, distributing the force along the gentle helix of the spine. Welcome your breath deep into your shape. Exhaling the navel all the way back, emptying the breath out. Releasing now from your twist. Resting the hands on the knees, and then sit back, rounding a bit, stretching through back body. As you inhale, peel up the heart, and then take the hands out in front. You'll take your time walking your hands forward into this gentle forward fold. Please mind the knees. You needn't fold all the way in to access the effects of this shape. We're looking for some gentle stretch through the outer hips. Keep sending the breath where it's needed, releasing the weight of the head. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Perhaps you'd like to find a little more of your side body or deep in the flank, your QL, so you'll walk your hands and torso to the right. As you're ready, sweep the left arm all the way up, come up and over. And then we'll switch the interlace of the legs. Right arm is rising and then completing the circle with the arm and the torso. We'll find our way back into our forward fold. Keep breathing here. Jaw is soft. We're sinking a sense of ease. Breath washing through the body. Travel now with your arms, your torso over to the left. Maybe you walk that right hand just a little further away from you, lengthening that whole right back body line. Breathe in and breathe out. You'll exit your shape as you're ready, walking the hands back towards the midline and then taking the torso back upright. Come back onto the back body here, lifting the left leg overhead. You can catch a hold of your leg behind the thigh or behind the calf or ankle. Circle the foot a few times and then go ahead and bend the left knee out to the left. You can reach around the leg to catch a hold of your foot and then just explore opening the leg, closing the knee. You don't have to bring the leg towards straight. Variations on happy baby here. We'll settle into a twist now, taking the left foot on top of the right thigh, and we'll just let that left knee roll to the ground. The left shoulder can rise up off the ground, and then we'll take that left arm, sweeping it up by the ear and back behind you, feeling some stretch through the pec. Repeat that a few times. Let the weight of the left shoulder settle as you lift the left leg back up. Finding your way to the back body, resetting. Draw the right knee into the chest and then extend the leg overhead. For a moment now, stretching through the backs of your hamstrings. Jaw is soft as you articulate your foot. Breath is moving freely through your form. Go ahead and bend your right knee, reach the arm to the inside, and then wrap the hand around to the outside of the foot, maybe playing around with bending and straightening the right leg. And no, it doesn't have to go all the way to straight. We're just enjoying here the mobility of the hips and the legs. Keep breathing. And then we'll stack that right foot on top of the left thigh. Take the arms out to the side. Let the right knee drop over to the left. Right shoulder can lift off the ground. And then right arm comes up by the ear and then back behind you. So you just kind of move the arm through that arc, sending breath where it's needed. Letting that right shoulder drop towards the ground as you're ready. As the right shoulder drops, the right leg lifts. You can make your way back onto your back body. Here we'll bend both knees. Walk the feet wider than the mat, and then just let the knees knock together, and then let the knees open. Let the knees knock together, let the knees open. And then you can windshield wiper them, dropping them one at a time towards the midline. Keep some reach of your thigh bone towards the knee. Keep moving your breath. Walking your feet now, hip width apart. Let's find a bridge pose, breathing in here. And today, perhaps, if you can get the hips high enough, could you rest the hips on the hands? Here you can give the weight of the pelvis to your hands and just offer a little more structure. If this is not yet available, no problem. You can straighten the arms or interlace the fingers. Please lower the hips down and then reach up again to catch a hold of your feet. Briefly, as we'll rock up again through the exhale. Lift the heart, balance the body. Breathe here, take your time, settle into a comfortable seat. And then come up and over your legs, stepping back into your downward facing dog. Please breathe here and adjust the body for comfort. Your downward dog may feel better with feet wide apart or knees deeply bent. Lift and lower the heels a few times. Move the breath through the body. As you exhale, come to your plank pose. Breathe in and then exhale back to down dog. Again, roll to plank, this time as you inhale. As you exhale, use the core to lift the hips up and back. Again, please, inhaling into your plank pose. This time exhale, lowering all the way down. Strengthen the legs, inhaling into a back bend, lifting the torso. Take your time. Find a breath here, pressing the tops of the feet down. Legs can be wide if you like. And then start to shift your hips back, finding your way towards a wide-kneed child's pose. Begin now to walk the arms and the torso over to the left. You can bend a bit through that left elbow, stretch long through the right side body. Walk your way back to neutral and repeat on the left side. Send breath where it's needed and then travel the torso back towards the midline. Rise now up onto your knees. If it's okay with your knees, you'll sit back on your heels in your Vajrasana and then take the hands behind you, leaning back through the torso. Maybe you find your forearms and lift up a bit through the back body. You could also do this on your belly, catching a hold of one foot and then the other to stretch the quads. Please be comfortable. If you want to move the feet beside the hips and settle back into Virasana, you can do that. Again, only if this is comfortable for your body. If you're here in Virasana, stretch the arms back behind you, steeple the fingers, and breathe deeply. Bring the hands now towards the soles of the feet and then lift up through the sternum. We'll rise now towards the knees. Tuck the toes, maybe sitting towards the heels for toe pose. Option also to just stand on the knees with the toes tucked. Distribute the weight through the feet, sweep the arms all the way up, out to the side, and then turn the palms up to the sky. Wiggle your fingers, move your breath. Through the exhale, curl in each finger one at a time, circle the wrist, and then inhale, float up the arms, steepling the fingers, and maybe a little back bend. Exhale, drawing the palms towards the heart center. Breathe here. As you're ready, make your way onto your hands and knees. We'll do a variation of cat-cow here, where we isolate movements of the torso and the hips. We'll revolve the hips one direction and revolve the torso in the other direction. Really, any free-form movement you want to explore here to help bring a sense of mobility and maybe even some openness through the thoracic spine. It can be nice to widen the arms and dip one shoulder down and then the other, switching directions as you're ready. Keep exploring novel movement of the spine. Keep breathing. Notice the tone of the belly. Offer the spine a bit of support. Keep the breath fluid. And just continuing to move your body here, circling the torso, circling the hips, maybe a few cat-cows if you like. And then we'll sit back towards child's pose, reaching the hips back behind us. Let's light up onto the fingertips, lifting the palms of hands. Feel some stretch through the underside of the arm as well. Keep breathing into back body. Rise now onto your knees. We'll prepare for Ustrasana camel pose. Knees will be hip-width apart. Hands will come to the hips, thumbs at the sacrum. Draw your thumbs together and then down the back to drop the tail. Keep the legs strong, lifting up through the back of the heart. The head can drop back, the shoulders are lifted to hold the head a bit. You can keep your hands there or maybe sweep one arm up and then the other, reaching for your heels, only if your body permits. Another option is to slide the hands down the backs of the thighs. And just work where it's sustainable. Please breathe deeply into your front body. Finish the entirety of the breath, and then bring the hands back to the pelvis. Give yourself support as you lift up through the sternum. Drop the chin a little bit, drop the hips, and then peel yourself up and back to your down dog, counter pose. It can be nice here to find just a very slight tuck of the chin, almost imperceptible. Spread the fingers wide, rooting through the bases of the knuckles, and breathe deeply. Through the exhale, drop back to the knees, and then slide your left leg through. We'll set up for a low lunge, picking up the right leg, stretching it out, and then setting the knee down. Exhale yourself to fold over the leg and then inhale back to the lunge. Exhaling to the fold, inhaling to the lunge. Back and forth, floating with your breath. Just opening up the backs of the legs, the fronts of the hips. Keep going. Breathe deeply. We'll pop up that right leg, and then we'll fold over into our pyramid pose on the exhale. Breathe here. Folding over into our pyramid pose, set up your stance, and now we'll bound a triangle, holding on to the left leg with the left hand and starting to crawl the right fingers forward. Root strongly through the outer edge of the right foot. Send the breath where it's needed. It might be nice as you hold the bind to start to spin the heart up a bit. Back down into your lunge, step back to down dog. Come onto your forearms for a moment, please, and then release your hips down to the ground. Widen your legs, resting on your forearm, Sphinx pose. Breathe here, broadening across the collarbones. Turn the head from side to side. Drawing the heart through and now tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back, finding your downward facing dog. Stretch out, breathe here, and then drop the knees to the ground, bringing your right foot through, setting up for the lunge. As you exhale, fold to the straight leg, and then as you inhale, glide your way back to the lunge. Keep moving the breath here, oscillating the body in rhythm. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Spread the toes wide and get what you need. Back into the lunge, pop up the left leg. Breathe here, just rocking back and forth for a moment, establishing the strength of the legs. And then through the exhale, we'll fold into our pyramid pose. Binding the triangle now, either keeping the right hand on the ground or holding the right leg. We'll start to walk the left fingers forward, stretching through the left side body, maybe even spinning the heart a bit up to the left. Root through the outer edge of the left foot, send breath where it's needed. You can find your way out of that little twist and then exhale your back foot forward, coming to the front of your mat. Let the weight of the head drop if you need, bend your knees, shake the head out. Take the interlace of your fingers behind your back now, and then as you exhale, let the arms drop. Work through the strength of the legs. Every inhale expands the torso. As you exhale, reach the arms all the way up, and then bring the hands to heart center. Pause here for a moment, and then take the legs wide apart. As you're ready, externally rotate the left leg from the hip socket. Stretch the arms out to the side, and then find your triangle lengthening into the left side, dropping the left hand down to the shin. Right arm reaches towards the sky. Feel free to adjust your stance or the degree rotation of your pelvis to access ease in this shape. Look down. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn the legs. And then as you exhale, find your triangle pose, right side, lengthening into the right side body, dropping the hand down to the shin. Both legs are very active here, and there's space between the ears and the shoulders. Keep rotating the right rib cage up into the left fingertips, and then as you're ready, come all the way out. Walk your feet back up underneath the hips. Maybe draw the feet together. Stand comfortably. Feel the strength of the legs, feel the strength of the body. Our final form today is Natarajasan, dancer's pose. Standing on the right leg, bend the left knee and kick the foot into the hand. Turn the fingers towards the outside of the foot and then start to lift the leg. Press the foot into the hand, reach the right arm into the sky. Breathe. Stay as long as you like. As you're ready, slowly lower down. Take a breath between sides, and then as you're ready, left foot grounds. Right leg lifts. Keep breathing. Touch the right foot down as you're ready. Meet me back in Tadasana. We'll make our way towards the ground. Setting up now for our final resting pose, Shavasana. We'll take a short Shavasana here for about 9 breaths. Please feel free to extend your Shavasana longer if you wish. Allow the body and the nervous system to integrate the effects of your work. Rest the body now, breathing gently. Stay here with the flesh of the face soft, breathing in and breathing out. Thank you so much for practicing yoga with me, Rose Schneider, from Boho Yoga Studio. May this work bring you peace and joy in all things. Namaste.